I'm rooting for Nella Rose or Sam. Let's see how they perform on TV. If you don't watch it, the show is going to go on. Since when did Sam Thompson become a DJ as well? If you don't know Nella Rose, you live under a rock. So I'm going to have to watch Nigel Farage on TV. Hi friends! Welcome back to the Francesca and Disorder, and if you've just stumbled upon me or bumped into me for the first time today, please consider being a friend by subscribing. So today we're going to talk about Nella Rose. I mean, predominantly about Nella Rose, but also about Sam Thompson. I believe that's his name. Let me quickly have a look. I know him to be Sam, but I've never known his last name really. So just gonna quickly, yeah, it's Sam Thompson. Yeah. Anyway, I'm filming this video today because I'm a celebrity. You know, the show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. You know, the show where celebrities in the UK go into the jungle and live a tough life for, I believe that's 2 or 3 weeks. And whilst they're in the jungle, we vote for them to do trials, like, you know, difficult things like being in a box with rats, like being in a box with snakes. Just really difficult things for them to do for our entertainment, really. Anyway, that show is about to come back in, I think, 2 days. Today's Thursday at the time of filming this video. I've just finished work and I was just looking at Instagram and I was like, yeah, right, I'm gonna talk about this. The lineup for this show is out and that's making me want to film this video. By the way, in passing, can I just say that Nigel Farage is going to be on it? So I'm going to have to watch Nigel Farage on TV. But if I don't want to watch Nigel Farage, what should I do? Turn off my TV. However, I like the show for the concept of it. And just because one Nigel Farage is going to be on it, I don't think that's enough reason for me to turn off my TV from a show that I like the concept of. So, you know, I'm gonna have to watch him. After all, I watched Hancock, Matthew Hancock last year on the show, even if I don't like him. And in life, you learn to realize that in this world, we live with people that we don't like, we don't agree with, we wouldn't necessarily have anything to do with. We work with people like that, and we meet people like that from time to time in life. Like, what would you do if you work with somebody that you don't agree with? What would you do? Quit your job and not earn a living? So anyway, that's just in passing, but I'll come back to this point where I said, if it's too much, like if I don't want to watch Nigel, if it's that deep for me, I will turn off the TV. Simple. End of story. The lineup is out. On their Instagram page, I was just looking at who is in it this year. I like to not kind of look into it a lot until it's officially out, just to keep that little element of surprise. So I was looking, I mean, where would you really find it out? But yeah, I also like to look at it only very close to the time. And sometimes I don't even like to look at all. But anyway, I was just looking at who is in it this year, looking at different people really. And I saw that Nella Rose is on it. Before I say what I'm going to say, I'm going to ask 2 questions that I don't like to ask, but I'm asking them so that I address, you know, statements like this. Who is Nella Rose? She's not a celebrity. Well, I thought the show was for celebrities. That's not the question that I want to ask, by the way, or the statement that I want to make. The statement I want to make is, if you don't know Nella Rose, you live under a rock. Yeah, you probably live under a rock not to know Nella Rose. And I don't like when people make these statements for other things, for like TV shows that other people have never watched or don't watch. Another statement that I want to make, which I don't like, and I'm making it only because I want to address it, is, when did Sam Thompson become a DJ? Like, when did he become a DJ? Since when did Sam Thompson become a DJ as well? Statements like that, really. Anyway, the reason I have made statements like that, just because I want to address them, are I've got on my little phone here and I've gone to Instagram. Of course, I'm looking at all the people that were in the lineup, and I've come across Nella Rose's like picture, you know, her own, the post for her on the lineup, and I'm here thinking, I don't even know what made me go to the comments, but I just went to the comments, and the comments were wild. Like, oh, I thought the show was just for celebrities. Well, who is this? Well, I don't know her. Well, I don't know anybody in it, so I'm not going to be watching. I'm going to skip this year. It's like, relax. Relax. This show, you don't apply to be on it. They ask people to be on it. And there's a reason why the producers of the show have gone and asked Nella Rose to be on it. So that's the first statement that I want to address now. I don't know her. She can't be a celeb if I don't know her. Who are you? Who are you in the grand scheme of things not to know someone that because you don't know someone, all of a sudden that person is not known? Nella Rose has over 900k followers on Instagram. You with your 10 followers, I don't know her, so she can't be a celeb. By the way, my eyes are tearing because I think I'm allergic to this white eyeliner that I used. But okay, so you with your 10 followers, I don't know Nella Rose. Like, she also, I think she stopped doing YouTube videos on her actual YouTube channel for years now, for maybe at least 2 years, maybe 3, even more, I don't know. But she has, you know, her followership is still there. Her subscribers are still there, over 600k, I believe, the last time I checked, or the last time I saw her video. It's like, there is a reason why she was picked, why she was asked to be on the show. Now, let me address something about this. I don't know somebody, so they can't be a celeb. It's a particular demographic. I'm not going to name and shame you. It's a particular demographic that is saying they don't know Nella Rose. And then let me also, first of all, let me look at the lineup and actually tell you how many people I really know personally. So I know Nella Rose, of course. I know, so I know Nella Rose, I know Sam Thompson, I know, and by the way, I don't even know, okay, I'll come back to it. I know Sam Thompson, I know Rochelle Humes' husband, Marvin Humes. I know, there's a reason I said Rochelle Humes' husband as well. I know him, of course I know her. I also then know the French guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. No, I know how to pronounce his name, Fred, his first name, but not his, what's the pronunciation of his last name? Syriax. Mm-hmm. Is that the French pronunciation?
Probably not.
Exactly. See, that's one thing about me as well. Like, if a South African name, I would like to pronounce it like a South African. A British name, for example, you don't see us pronouncing English names incorrectly. Like, if your name is from any country, I like to pronounce it correctly. For example, you know, the capital of France, Paris, I pronounce it Paris, I don't pronounce it Paris because it's not English. Hello, there are other languages, but we'll come to that. That's not even the topic of this video. Like, again, it kind of relates because you're not the only one in this world. Again, who are you? Who are you not to know somebody? Who are you to only use your pronunciation for something? So anyway, I'm not going to try the French pronunciation of his name, and I'm not going to also try, but he's also called something. Let's hear him pronounce his name himself.
Survival skills. You're funny, aren't you? I'm Fred Syriax. I'm best known as a maitre d' in the First Dates restaurant.
Yeah, Syriax, and he's known as a maitre d'. I think it's that maitre d' thing that threw me off. I wanted to, like, I know that he's always called Fred Syriax, and then something goes after his name, maitre d'. Anyway, I say that to say those are the people I know. I was looking at the whole lineup to see, is there anyone else I really know, honestly? No. actually. I don't know anyone else. And do you know why I don't know anyone else? It's not because I live under a rock. It's because the things that the other people do are not things that I'm into. I didn't grow up in the UK, so I don't know Marvin Humes and his band as of when they were the rave. Do you get the rave of their age? So I don't know them. However, I know Rochelle because she's on TV now. And so for that reason, I know her husband. And that's why I mentioned Rochelle Humes' husband. So my point is that if you do not read books, you're not going to know authors. You're not going to know. If you're an avid reader, if you're a book person, there is no way in this world of literature, that you would not know like renowned literature, renowned people in literature. There may be people that you know of, but you've never read from them. There may be people that you know of, but you don't really like their books, but you know that they exist, or they are writing, but you know that they exist. If you're not in the art world, you wouldn't know the world-renowned artists. So if you're not in the sports world, depending on what entertains you, depending on what part of the entertainment industry that you tap into. Now, that demographic that is saying they don't know Nella Rose is the rave of all, let's not say all, let's not generalize, but Nella Rose is the rave of Gen Z, majority of Gen Z in the UK. So if you know Nella Rose, you probably know the people, like if you know her from, back in the day when she was very much active in YouTube, you will know the people that were like rolling with her on YouTube then. You will know like the likes of Mimi Misfit, you will know the likes of Rachel Bada, you will know the likes of Annie Drea, Adiola is there. You will know all those people. But if you can also be on YouTube and you're not watching that type of YouTube, so you will know a whole different people. Let me explain something. For YouTube alone, if I turn on YouTube today, just say for the people that I watch alone, there's at least 10 people that I watch, at least 10, and each of those people, let's just say those 10 people put out videos today, or no, 5 of those 10 people put out videos today. Each of those videos would be at least 20 minutes long. Okay, maybe 20 minutes is stretching it. 8 to 10, 15 minutes long. And I say it's stretching it. These people have like videos of 55 minutes long, 40 minutes long. Now, I go to work morning till, evening. Come back from work, I have a life, I have things to do, I have shopping to do, I have my house to clean, I have my books to read, I have cooking to do. I also would like to watch a bit of TV. I have family to call. You tell me where I would have the time to watch even those 10 people that I like and all their 50 minutes video, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. And then if I don't have the time to watch them, what time would I then have to then extend myself to another part of YouTube? Like, I cannot even have enough time to watch the people that I like to see, let alone extend myself to watch other people. What that means is that I don't know other people. There are other people that other people watch that I don't know, that I don't have any idea of, that I may find out about one day and say, oh, actually, I like that person. My point is that just because people are not into what you're into doesn't mean they're under a rock. So please stop putting people down. If anything, put yourself down, because if it shows anything, it shows how small, how much lack of expansion you have, your mind has, your exposure has, how much less exposure you have. Because even, by the way, even I'm not Gen Z, but I know that Nella Rose is, the wave of Gen Z. She's, well, not the wave of, she's a rave in Gen Z. That shows that even though I'm not of that age, I am, kind of in tune. I'm keeping myself updated. So if you know one thing and you haven't kept yourself updated enough to know other things, know from here, know from there, you do not have to be into all those things. You do not have to be fully into all those things. Just know that they exist and don't be locked up in your own little stupid world. I say it's a stupid world because you can only be stupid to tell people that, oh, you don't know this person, oh, you live under a rock. Excuse me, I didn't grow up in this country. So there's a lot of things that were, that people of my age that grew up here, like, my husband, for example, there's a lot of things that he knows that I don't know. But there's also a lot of things back home that people my age would know that my husband doesn't know. This is so funny. It's so funny as much as it is very, very silly. And it's just making me laugh because it's not that serious. But here I am talking about it. But yeah, I think I've driven my point home. I think you get the drift now. Stop putting people down for not knowing who you know whilst you don't know who they know. And talking about the show, how many celebrities have been on it that I know? As I said, I like the concept of the show. I watch it and find out about new celebrities. So of course, open your mind to find out about new people. For example, let's just say Amir Khan. I didn't know him before he went there. But he's in, he's big in the boxing world. Is it boxing or martial arts? I don't even know. Boxing, I think it's boxing. He's big in the boxing world. So tell me that I'll look at a fan of boxing and say to them, you don't know Nella Rose. Like, they don't watch YouTube. If they watch YouTube, they'll be looking for Amir Khan on YouTube, not Nella Rose. So a boxing person or a fan of boxing should not tell me that I live under a rock because I don't know Amir Khan. I don't watch boxing. I'm not into that. But I see him, when he came, I didn't know about him before. But when he came on the show, I was like, oh, that's Amir Khan. Oh, what does he do? He's a boxer. Oh, I see. Okay. End of. You might watch the show and like him. And by the way, I just used that one example. There is a plethora of celebrities that have been on that show since I started watching that I only found out about by being on the show. Some of whom I have gone on to go and watch what they do because I liked them there. I have followed on Instagram because I liked them on that show. Some of whom, after the show, that's it. It's been nice knowing you on TV for 3 weeks. Goodbye. Like, it's not that deep for you to actually sit down on the internet and say, well, I'm not going to watch. I don't know anybody. Who is she? I thought this was supposed to be I'm a celebrity. She's not a celebrity. If you're not going to watch, as I said, I'm not happy about having to watch Nigel Farage. But if it's that deep for you and you're not going to watch, turn off your TV. Turn off your TV. Don't watch it. And if you don't watch it, the show is going to go on. And if just because there is like millions of people like you who doesn't watch, and the show stops, life is going to continue. The world is not going to end if the show stops. Just because maybe a lot of people are not watching. What's the problem? I didn't know that. I didn't think this would make me laugh this much, or I'll find this much silly, or I'll find it so silly for me to be laughing. I didn't think so. I've ended up talking too much about only Nella Rose, and I haven't touched on the reason why I've dragged Sam Thompson into this. I said all that to say, I I said all that to say I know Nella Rose, and I'm sure that the nearly 1 million people that are following her across, all her, over 1 million people actually across all her social media platforms. And by the way, she's made it to TV. That's why she left YouTube, because she's now doing bigger fish. The fish has gone to a bigger sea. The fish is now in a bigger sea. She's made it to TV, albeit BBC 3 and Channel 4. And what else is she on? I think she's on something on Channel 5. But my point is that the fish is swimming in bigger waters now. So she's not just a YouTube. They said YouTuber. I think they should improve that. And by the way, this video is not professing my undying love for Nella Rose. It's just addressing something that I think needed to be addressed. And it's not that I don't, me saying it's not professing my undying love for Nella Rose doesn't mean that I like her or hate her. Like, it's not that. It's not one or the other. Oh gosh, I need to stop this video, but I need to touch on, the other part of it where I said, since when did Sam Thompson become a DJ? That's also one comment that I saw on Sam's picture. When they posted Sam's picture, they said, someone commented and said, since when did he become a DJ? Why are you trying to put people in a box? What if he DJs in his bedroom? What if he DJs in his family events only? Why are you putting him in a box if you don't know him to be a DJ? Human beings are multifaceted. You must not know every single aspect of every human being that you meet, and you don't even know this man personally. So why do you think you know every single aspect of him? Like, why? Leave people alone. What do you mean, since when did he become a DJ? What if he's actually a DJ? Honestly, like, what if he's actually a professional DJ and he just doesn't show that side of him, and he decided that, well, if they ask me what I do, I'm just going to state everything? What do you mean, since when did he become a DJ? Are you his manager? Are you his talent manager? People are really funny on the internet, but I guess so am I. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this video. As I said, it's making me feel really, really silly. I have passed my point. I think I've passed my point. I may be laughing and joking and not taking things very seriously, as I always do. I'm not able to have some conversations very seriously. Most conversations, really. Especially ones on the internet. Like, who takes themselves seriously on the internet? Yeah. I've made my point. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I'm going to end this video by saying that actually I am rooting for... I want to add... No, I'm not going to add him. I was going to add Marvin to the people I'm rooting for. I may watch it and decide I like him whilst watching. I like him more than... I don't dislike him, by the way. It's just I don't know much about him. I know that he's Rochelle's husband. If it was Rochelle, I'll be rooting for her because it's Rochelle that I like. But I may watch the show and then decide that, oh, Marvin is actually a decent guy. And I don't think he's not a decent guy. But I may just discover that I actually like him, like his personality. But at the moment, I'm going to end by saying that I'm rooting for Nella Rose or Sam. Let's see how they perform on TV. I'm rooting for one of them. Don't forget to share this video to whoever you think needs to hear all the things that I said now. I don't know who's going to need to hear this shit. But okay, share the video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe as well. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.